Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, Jess2G again. You can call me Jess. And this is a continuation from the last video. I had to stop because my card ran out of space. So we're going to continue. Oh, I'm shaking the camera. We're just going to continue our discussion about how to split long scenes, and we're going to focus on stories with captions since we talked about long form stories last time. So we finished the series about the scenes with Nick and Melany at his parents' and that dinner. So now let's go to San Myshuno to the same dinner at the Pearsons' house. So now it's Melany's turn to tell her parents and sibling that they're leaving soon. So to set this up, let me kind of remind you of a few things. So remember, Melany hates to be disappointing. And even though she knows she has to tell them, she's, trying to stall, and, she keeps getting cold feet. So the dinner has already happened. Now they're at dessert and they still haven't told. So that's where this scene picks up. And keep in mind my whole roller coaster analogy to see if you can tell like when we're going up, when we're at the top, and when we're going down. Because if you think about your scenes having momentum, that is a very great way for you to see when you can put breaks. Like you can break shortly after the roller coaster gets started. You can break at the top when you're dangling at the top and waiting to come down. And, you can kind of break like on your way down. And then after you stop, of course, that's going to be the end. So just an idea. Your scenes having momentum will just tell you a lot of things because, like you can't do certain things at certain points because you just can't break up the momentum like that, So let's do this. Okay, so like I said, the dinner has already happened. They're having dessert. Nadia has brought out the cake and she's about to bring out the coffee, and they're having ice cream, and this is just, us coming out of the gate. The roller coaster is going very slow because, we're ticking up. So they're talking about, Nadia is a very healthy person. She doesn't do carbs. She doesn't do sugar. She lives a very healthy lifestyle. As you can tell how skinny she is. She's fit, though. Them arms, man. And her legs, man. Cameron's like, okay, I see what's going on. The only way to have dessert in this house is to have Melany over. And she's like, mind your business. Then she remembers when they did the dress fitting at the bridal shop. And she wants to know if Melany had done her review yet. And she hasn't. Oh my God, I keep forgetting. I'm so sorry. And she's like, come on, you've been slipping lately. Because remember I said last time, Melany and Nick have been traveling a lot. And then if you remember, the scene where Melany and Anissa had lunch together after the bridal shop, and Melany had on like a shirt and some jeans, and Anissa was like, you've been wearing that same outfit like 3 times. What's going on? Melany has a lot going on in her life, and she's just like, I don't care what I'm wearing right now. I'm here. That's all that matters, And same thing here. Nadia's like, man, you've been slipping. She's like, yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I got a lot going on my mind. But, it's not the wedding stuff that's getting her down, or the house stuff. It's this dinner, because Melany hates to be disappointing. She doesn't want anyone to be unhappy with her. So that's what's going on inside. So now we're really going up the roller coaster. Because, there's turmoil inside, and, she's like, I hope y'all understood what that meant. I'm sorry, I have a lot going on in my mind. She's like, yeah, okay, she did us a favor. We got to support her. We got to, support these Black-owned businesses. And she's a dragon. Come on now. Okay. I'll do it as soon as we get home. Please do. Don't make me ask again. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. Every time I read this, I can't help but laugh because Nadia, the mom, doesn't come out a lot. But when she does, she comes out. And the only response to Mama Nadia is, yes, ma'am. That's it. Yes, ma'am. Noemi hasn't learned that yet, but we're working on her. Okay, so that's the end of that scene. And the reason I ended here is the whole paragraph thing again, going from one subject to the next, start a new paragraph. So we're going from this, random conversation about writing reviews on the internet to the real reason why we're at this dinner. So Cameron comes right out of the gate. Call him out. So which one of you is going to give us the news? Because Cameron is smart. He's in the military. He worked in intelligence. He's very observant. He knows. And he knows his children, like he knows everybody in his life. He knows they just didn't come up, for dinner just because they want to see them. They just don't do that. So which one of you is going to give us the news? 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 So Melanie's getting nervous, Things are happening inside of her because she knows this is the moment. It's about to happen. Oh my God, am I ready? Are they ready? We're almost at the top of the roller coaster. And yeah, Cam was like, well, yeah, y'all don't pop over here for dinner for no reason. You bought a house, didn't you? The forbidden question. But Noemi interrupts. Oh, please tell me you bought that penthouse in the fashion district. Nadia says, I don't think so, baby. Melanie wants a home in the suburbs. But Melanie has to answer because all eyes are on her. Well, yes, we did buy a house. Told you. Well, that's great. I bet that's one big load off your mind. So where are you headed? Look at her face. Panic. She knows she's going to disappoint everybody, and she just can't take it. She can't take it, you guys. This is like the one thing she never wants to do. She never wants to be disappointing. She's kind of a people pleaser, honestly. I mean, she's not bad, but she is very much concerned about what people think and how they feel about her, and she wants everyone to be comfortable, and she can't do it. So she chickens out and she asks Nick to do it. He's like, I got this. Because, of course, he's already gone through all that turmoil, but these aren't his parents. They're her parents. And, he's like, oh, yeah, we out. We moving to Del Sol Valley. Isn't it great? Look at his face. He's all smiley. But we're at the top of the roller coaster, though. We're at the top. The cat is out the bag, and everyone is all, and there's one more. Cameron is less, he's like, oh, okay, He's surprised, but not like, oh my God. So this is me and my cliffhanger again. And also ending on expressions, because I just like to do that, I think it's a very easy way to get yourself out of a situation, That might be a nugget for somebody. I don't know. So now we're going down. No, you promise. She's so childish. Oh my God. Like, calm down. She's like 16. She's not 12. But Melanie hates this. This is what she's been anticipating for a whole month. They've been keeping this information for like a month. And they were going to keep it another month and share it at Winterfest. But Mel was like, nah, we need to actually do this now so they can get over it by then. So we can actually enjoy our maybe last holiday with our family. But, cat's out of the bag. She's done it. People are shocked. And the one person she knew was going to act up has acted up. So now she's trying to do damage control. You can't leave. That's not fair. You promised. And Cameron's like, calm down. You don't take all this. But of course, Melanie has to run over there and try and fix it because she can't stand that her sister is at odds with her. Things happen and you can't anticipate everything. But child, you lied to me. Leave me alone. For those of you who are seeing me for the first time, now you know how silly I actually am. And she stomps upstairs, and Melanie is like, "Oh, what have I done? Oh, this is terrible. This went worse than I thought." Just like Nick in his scene. And Cameron is like, so his problem. So he's having mixed feelings because everybody knows Melanie is his favorite. Like, that's not a secret. He won't admit it. He'll never admit it. But everybody knows. So he's upset that she's upset, but he's also upset at Noemi because he keeps having conversations with her about, not acting like a child because she keeps demanding that he treat her like an adult. And she's like, well, if you want to be treated like an adult, stop acting like a child. And, here she goes acting like a baby again. And poor Nadia, she's just lost, because she doesn't know what to do with Noemi because Noemi doesn't listen to her. But also, Melanie is upset, but she also has her own feelings about Melanie leaving. So she's just all kind of conflicted, and we just leave them right there for a second. Then we pick up at the next scene. So, of course, Nick has to get his woman. He has to give her a little pep talk. It's going to be okay. She just needs time, blah, blah, blah. So he calms her down and they come back to the dinner table. And, of course, Cameron, he's the father. He has to reinforce that, don't worry, she'll come around. And Nadia's like, I see why this has been such a huge secret. And she's trying to hide her own feelings. She's like, it's great. It's great. Melanie is still in the previous moment, and Nick is trying to salvage it. So him and Cameron start talking. Yeah, it's a good move for us. Yeah, y'all been being pulled up there for a long time. It makes sense. And Nadia is trying to join the conversation, but also keeping her own feelings in mind. She's like, "Well, y'all not gonna move right now, are you? Like, you can't just drop this bomb on us and be out." But no, we're not moving. We got stuff to do. We got furniture and, renovations, and we'll move when we're back from Sulani. And, Cameron loves Sulani. He still wishes he was there. So whenever someone says Sulani, he perks up. He thought he would retire there, but he's being supportive of Nadia's dream. So, that's why they moved back to San Myshuno, and he's being supportive, but he really wants to be back in Sulani. So, hey, where you staying? Oh, yeah, the island, blah, 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 blah. It's not important. Finally, someone notices that Melanie hasn't said anything. She's still, over there, droopy eyes and everything. You okay? She lies. I'm fine. I'll be fine. I mean, she will be fine, but she's not fine. So, yeah, I'm fine. And Nadia gives her another pep talk. Your father's right. She'll get over it. She just needs some time. Oh, I didn't congratulate you. This is huge. Finally, she gets the courage to, pretend like she's happy about this. We're so happy for you. In her work voice, I imagine she said it. Thanks, Nadia. And then Cameron gives another pep talk because that's what he does. Cameron is always father of the year. You guys go out there. You're going to be great. Do your thing. You're wonderful. You're great. We love you. We support you. Thanks, Daddy. Thanks, Mr. Pearson. End scene. And as you can see, I went over how many? 3, 4 slides. So there's 14 slides here. The next scene is right after this. And this is where we get to see what Nadia is really feeling like. A lot of you who are watching are probably new to this story. A lot of you who are not new, you probably don't remember these little tidbits because it's been a minute since we've seen Nadia in this garden. But Nadia, she actually has the freelance botanist aspiration. I made it so gardening is her zen place. That's how she relaxes, when she needs peace, she goes out to her garden, puts her hand in the dirt, and she's just all zen in the garden. But it's winter time. I don't know if you can tell because, reshade in my depth of field is pretty shallow. These are not stars, they're snowflakes. It's cold. And because it's winter and you can see these plants are dead, I mean, like, like what is she actually doing? Like there's nothing out there to garden. Everything's dormant. Nobody does gardening in the wintertime. It's just, I showed her here to let you guys kind of get a clue as to what her state of mind is without actually saying anything. Like, why would she be gardening at night in the cold, in the winter? She must be really stressed out. So she's gardening. And Cam goes to find her and he's like, baby, come inside. But, she's not ready. She's trying to process and, cool down and, get in her Zen space. I'll come in when I'm ready. It's 37 degrees. Come inside. But she gives him one of her looks like, what did I say? I will come in when I am ready. So this scene is only four pictures. I very well could have put a few more and start the next scene. But the next scene is, actually that one's pretty short too. But okay, the reason why I had 2 micro scenes in a row was because I was trying to emphasize her feelings. I felt like if I would have put this one and the next one together, we wouldn't have really felt how she feels. Like it would have happened and then the next scene they would have been talking and it would have been over and, like that's not what I wanted. I wanted us to understand without saying that Nadia is upset. With that face. Look at his face. I would duck and cover if I saw that face. Cameron is a crazy man. If she would have told me I'll be inside when I'm ready, I would have said, yes, ma'am. I would have went inside and I would have waited. He's like, it's 37. Yeah, he keeps trying her. And I'm like, dude, you're insane. But, Cameron is always trying to conquer Mount Nadia. He is relentless. He does go inside to wait. And she does finally come back inside, but she is not ready. I mean, is Nadia ever ready? Like, seriously? Nadia doesn't talk. She keeps everything inside. She wants you to talk to her, but she won't talk to you. And Cameron knows this. And, from them going to counseling all this time, they're still going, actually. I don't think they're going as much, but because they were going every week before. So they're probably going like once a month now or something. I don't know. I've never done counseling, but I imagine it's something you can wean off of. So, they've been going to counseling. Cameron has been opening up and talking more, and he's been learning a lot and, really, really embracing the process. So he's trying to get her to do the same thing. Like, he knows she needs to talk about it, but she won't. So he's like, come here. He also doesn't really communicate with her well. I don't remember which one of you it was, but Melany, Coco, I think it was you. You said, I don't like the way Cameron talks to Nadia. It's almost like he's talking down to her. And you're so right about that. Like, Cameron was in the military. He's an authority figure. He fought Mother and he saved a whole entire city. Like, Cameron has clout. Cameron is used to being like, big man on campus and whatever. And, but, Cameron also has never seen a positive relationship in his life. He comes from a broken home, and so he probably doesn't really know how to talk to her, honestly. And he's just kind of winging it. But yeah, that was a good spot. I think you're the only person who ever said anything about that. So he's like, come here. And she says, Cameron, I'm not your child. That's another moment where I would have said, yes, ma'am, and shut up. But he's relentless. Sit with me, please. So she comes out, she lets that hip slip, and she puts the hand on her hips. Like, you got one more time to, try and get me to, sit with you or whatever. But she's also thinking about his proposition because she knows how she's feeling and she knows she probably needs to talk about it. But, it's hard for her to open up. I just let her sit like that. Let her do a death glare in Cameron's eyes. So we can understand she is not having it. She's not ready. She doesn't want to. Leave her alone, Cameron. You crazy, crazy man. All right, so then she does sit down, but she does not talk. She sits there looking pretty, like she does. And Cameron just goes in, because that's what he does. What's going on? And don't tell me you're fine, because I know you're not. I don't want to do this right now. Right, that means never. I'll cut to the chase. How do you feel about Mel moving? Now, she probably wasn't expecting that. And so she got caught off guard. She let her emotions slip a little bit. Let us see a little bit about what's been going on behind all these deflections she's been doing, gardening, trying to run off to the bathroom, everything to just not show us what's going on with her. So he catches her off guard. She lets her emotions slip a little bit. She has a little bit of a moment, but then she recoils and she gets herself together. But Cameron's not giving up. So he's like, she's lived far before, what's going on? And so, but that's something else that kind of catches her off guard. She's like, not this far, So then she decides to open up. She tells us what's going on. It's my baby, he's all, come here, it's okay, this is it. She's growing up, she's a woman, and then they talk about how he appreciates her talking to him and opening up. She's like, you all right, I guess it was okay to talk to you and, whatever. And then that's the end. Oh no, it's not. It's the end of this scene, but not the whole scene. So this is a very natural place to add. And of course, I went over my 10 slide limit because it just had to be done. Like, I mean, why would I stop here? No. The commercial does not play there. The roller coaster does not stop there. You have to keep going. You have to go all the way down. All right, so the last scene is more of the same. They're talking about Noemi and what to do. It's just a conversation because, we're easing back into the station now because the roller coaster is all the way down the hill and we're going back to where we came from. And that's it. Whew, that was a lot. I hope that was helpful for you. My throat is like, I haven't had much water today anyway, and I've been talking for the past hour, so it's like, oh girl, shut up. Anyway, that's the end of this series. I hope it was helpful for you, and I don't know which topic I'm going to do next, but don't worry, there is another video coming. Probably not for a while because I do actually need to send my camera for repair, so I'm going to be away from my new toy for a minute, but I will survive. Anyway, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you stay safe and have a good rest of your week. Bye.